When I graduated from my course, undergraduate degree, at that time I wasn't sure I wanted to do an MBA. So I decided to work for 3 years, and at that time, once I did decide that I wanted to invest my hard-earned money and my time into an MBA, it was a fairly practical choice. Because I'd studied maths, I decided to base my decision on an ROI. And so I did my research, compared all the different schools in India as well as abroad, and the one with the highest ROI that made it most appealing to me was the Indian School of Business. It was then and continues to be the highest in terms of ROI, in terms of global exposure, the two things that I was looking for. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I get this question asked a lot from friends, family, and prospective students, and my consistent answer to that always is that it's too short. I had 10 months to pack it all in, and so with with a few checks, you can make sure it turns out to be a very rewarding experience for you. For me, I just had a great time. I was exposed to stuff that I'd never done before and met some amazing people, and that have stayed with me. The knowledge and those people have stayed with me even now. So I had a great time. Like I said, it's a lot to pack in 10 months. So that remains my consistent theme. It's too short. It's a good time and it's not enough of it. Personally, for me, I'm a big fan of informal interaction. Personally, for me, I'm a big fan of informal interaction. I don't appreciate formal networking events, and it's just something that I try to avoid. I don't think gives as much value as just bumping into someone and having a great coffee conversation. So in that respect, ISB really provides you with that opportunity, just because it's got a lot of great alum. It's got a huge alum base that works in India. And if you're lucky enough to be working in a metropolitan city, there's a very good chance that you'll bump into an alum that you know, or used to know, or want to know over a cup of coffee at a popular coffee shop or diner. And that experience, just bumping into people and just getting a hang of what they're up to and reconnecting, that's very enriching. And for me, that's personally brought in the most amount of knowledge. I would say it's a very short time frame to pack it all in. It's just 10 months, and what other contemporary schools pack in 2 years, you have to compress in 10 months. So my advice is just self-discipline. Number one, do your research. Make sure that this is the right amount of time you want to invest, this is the right school, this is the right exposure and access to talent that you want. And once you've made your decision, once you've decided ISB is it, just make sure that you come armed with just your kitty of productivity tools and just a lot of self-discipline, because you're going to need it to make the most out of the 10 months that you will have.